Hey y'all, happy Saturday. I just wanted to talk about friends today. I actually had somebody comment and ask you about, talking about friends. And with friends, there is a lot. Everybody who's watching this video has some different perspective of friends. Either you were scarred by a friendship, either you have like one best friend that's watching this with you right now, or you went through middle school and high school with no friends, or you were the most popular kid. Whatever it is, we all have a background and we all have preconceived notions of what we think about when we hear the word friends. And there's a lot of things that you could talk about when you say friends. You could talk about how to go about being in relationships with friends. You could talk about what to do when your friend is doing something you know that they should not do and what is not good for them. And you could talk about numerous different things and lots of different things, and I could make a friend video that was 30 minutes long, but I just want to read a couple scriptures that kind of just give you a foundation for like what it looks like to have biblical friendships and how to go about friendships in a biblical way, and just kind of how to go about different things when it comes to making decisions in your friendships and things like that. So it'll be a pretty general, but I just wanted to give you a few scriptures that you can stand on and that you can lean on yourself when you need to remember these, or when you need to bring them up with a friend, or remind yourself of them when you are having a problem in one of your relationships or anything like that. So the first verse is in Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18:24 says, "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And if there's one thing that I've learned throughout middle school and high school, is that is so true. I used to be the kid that wanted all the friends, and I used to talk to everybody. I was not shy, so everybody knew me, but I wasn't really close with any of those people. I could walk into my church for youth group or to school and everybody would know me, but not everybody loved me, not everybody hung out with me, not everybody was like really friends with me. They just knew who I was, and they just knew that I was Kerrigan, and I came and talked to them and said hi one time, and now they know my name. Like, that was it. But it made me feel good because I was like, oh, all these people, I have all of these people that know me, and I would use that. But really, there was not many deep relationships. But the Bible says that a deep relationship, a friend that sticks closer than a brother, that's what's important. So it says that companions may come to ruin. So you can have so many friends, but it's not going to help you, and it probably will end up hurting you if you have a lot of friends that don't actually care deeply about you. So if you find yourself in that position, if you find yourself just trying to get all the friends, trying to look for other people, trying to figure out, like, oh, I want this person to like me or that person to like me, and you are finding yourself without anybody who really cares about you, and you don't really have anybody to go to, and you feel all alone, I would encourage you to maybe seek that one person out. Maybe one or two people. You don't need, 10 deep friends. I'm talking about like a couple friends that are always going to be there for you, that you can go to them with anything, that they're always going to, notice when you're down and pick you back up, or whatever it is. So I just encourage you to look for that, to not try to have so many friends, but just to, be intentional about the few good, deep friendships that you have. I also have Proverbs 17:17. It says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." So you also kind of have to look at yourself. Like, if you are a type of friend who has conditional love for your friends, then maybe that's why you don't have so many friends. So in friendships, you kind of have to look at yourself too. Because if you just look at your friends and how they treat you, you may say, well, this person's not nice to me, and, this person's rude, or this and that and this and that, or whatever. But if you are not being a good friend to other people, how can you expect to have really great friends around you? And I'm not talking about just one time that you snapped, or, you were in a bad mood one day, but I'm talking about like all the time. If you are a terrible friend, then that's probably why you do not have good friends. Okay, so maybe I'm not saying that if you don't have any friends it's because you're mean or whatever, but maybe if you do not have those deep friendships that the Bible talks about, maybe it's because you aren't being an awesome friend. So just take a look at yourself before you start judging the way other people are, and really think about that. Am I a friend who loves at all times? Because that's what we want to be. We want to be somebody that, is there for a friend at all times and in all situations, even if we are feeling down, even if we're in a bad mood, even if we are just like, oh, this stinks, and I just want to talk about my problems and vent, and I just want to go home, like whatever it is. That a friend can come to you and that you will love them at all times, no matter what it is, even if they did something that you hate, even whatever it is, even, it doesn't matter, list anything, that you would be a friend that loves at all times. And then there's Proverbs 27:6. Says, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. So, a friend is gonna maybe say some hard truths to you sometimes, but that's not a reason to think that they're not a good friend. Okay, just like a surgeon, it may cut you open and it may bring lots of pain. Ultimately, it was to bring healing. So for you and your friendships, if your friend said something that you took as very rude or you thought was really mean or whatever it is, maybe look at it and just make that judgment. Was he or she saying this to help me so that I, ultimately can be better or learn from that or not walk into something that my friend can tell is going to hurt me? Or were they actually just being mean and they don't care about me? Maybe you're in a relationship with a guy or a girl and that your friend knows is not healthy, and they tell you that, and you may take that the wrong way, but don't take it the wrong way. If your friend loves you, fill the gap of trust and think, you know what, they must be saying this because they love me, because they know and they can see something that I can't. So, if you don't have any friends that do that for you or you don't do that for other people, I would encourage you to do that for your friends. Be bold. It is, if you love your friend, then you will love that person more than the friendship. So you'll be willing to say those things. You'll be willing to say, hey, I love you, and this is what you are doing in your life is not going to lead you to joy and to peace and to the abundant life that God has for you. And if that means that they stop being your friend for a period of time, then you have to sacrifice that for them because you love them more than you love the friendship. I hope that makes sense. I hope this helps you guys. If you need those deep friendships, I would encourage you to just pray for them. God's a good God, and He wants to give you those good gifts, and friends are a good gift. So just pray for that. Be the friend that you want to have in somebody else, and pray for it. And I promise that God will give it to you. God will show you who to be, where to go, and it'll be really cool when that happens for you. So I love you guys. Comment below if you have any questions or feedback. Like, follow, subscribe, and have a great day.